Nico!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Nico's World video. It's your boy Nico's World,
Nico!
and today we're going to go over the Tekken talk, essentially, and everything that is coming up in Season 2, which is scheduled to drop on the 1st of April. Hopefully it's not an April Fool's joke, but apparently it's confirmed. So, I'm just going to give my take on the upcoming changes and everything. I was pretty late with this. I've just been really busy with a lot of different things going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of give my opinions and things to come as the update is coming to fruition. So let's just check it out. So right here, the main update, the first additional character, season 2, which I did see the trailer. It was Anna. She looks pretty good, by the way. She does look good. Large scale battle balance adjustments. Yes, that's a big thing. I want to know that. Rank match specification changes. New feature goes for. I don't really care about that. But I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna skim through it because I did see bits and pieces here and there. But I'm just gonna this is my opinion and what I think.
Everyone's entitled to.
So we're just gonna turn this down a little bit. Yeah, so this right here is pretty interesting. The Season 2 character pass. This is the other characters that are set to come. Summer, autumn, winter. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then here comes Anna. Anna, she looks good, man. She looks good. I like the way she looks. I actually fuck with the hair. I saw a lot of people on Twitter weren't really fucking with it, but I actually think she looks alright. I don't really like the Williams sisters or going against them, to be honest, but I think she looked good. I might play her low-key. She's growing on me every time I look at her. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's her Chaos Judgment stance. She had that in 7. Yeah, Anna's kind of a 50-50 monster, but she's high risk, high reward type of character. Oh, yep. Yeah, that's a. They highlighted that on purpose. That's a big deal. That full crouch low. That is a fucked up mix-up that you're going to be in. Now that they're adding crouch to heat engagers now, that's a fucked up 50-50 that you're going to be in against her. That's fucked up. I wonder why she has an interaction with Lydia. I don't understand that. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Bitch, you ain't punished that? That's crazy. No, I'm just kidding. Nice. That's cool, man. The animation's cool. That radio jar was okay. That was like a C. I think it was okay. I didn't think it was that crazy. But yeah, to no surprise, Anna Williams is coming to Tekken 8. To nobody's surprise, we all saw the how they were teasing it with the kiss on the missile and the helicopter, the rose. We all saw that, right? So, to no surprise, she's the next character officially dropping for season 2, the first one. But she looks good, man. I like the way she looks. I think they cooked with her. She looks good. I don't like going against her. I remember it was a fucking nightmare to go against her in Tekken 8 or Tekken 7, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. She looks good. All right, let's just skip this. Let's get to the juicy information, right? So I thought this was interesting right here. Expand the strategic options of the heat system to allow players to showcase their individuality. What the fuck does that mean? Expand the strategic options of the heat system. So I guess they're just messing with the heat system. They're just, I guess, giving more ways to do things, I guess. The thing about Bemco, they're really vague on how they explain things. This statement is very vague. It's not, you don't really have a lot to go off of this. So expand the strategic options of the heat system to allow players to showcase their individuality. That's so vague. We just have to wait and see. Reevaluate the offensive and defensive balance of the heat system. Reevaluate the offensive and defensive balance of the heat system. Allow players to showcase. That kind of ties into this, no? I mean, okay. We just have to wait and see. Improve controls for more accessible gameplay experience. Okay. We just have to wait and see. Just very vague, man. But they do that a lot. Yeah. So they're showcasing. Oh, her booty bump is okay. Yeah. So it's. That is fucked up, though, man. Yeah. So she's crouched. That is a fucked up 50-50 though. So here's my thing about here's the problem I have with characters being able to go into crouch after a heat engager. So basically it's just balance. That's for me. It just comes down to balancing. Like not every character has a low that's scary from crouch. Like, you know, Lars doesn't have a scary low from crouch. Brian doesn't have a scary low from crouch. It's just not. So like if a character is running at you, you know, after they hit you with a heat engager, like it's how is that going to be balanced? You know, like that's the thing I'm gonna really be curious about. Like are the new moves going to revolve around something like this, or does that mean they're going to be lows from after, you know, to give somebody a low from crouch to make you kind of want, like how are they going to balance this is what I want to know. Because this 50-50 from Anna is fucked up. That is a scary 50-50. Because that low, that shit launches you. But I find it interesting that that takes up heat energy right there. So I find that interesting that she popped heat, or not popped heat, but she used heat energy to give. Yeah, give I guess more damage from that low, and I guess, and also it makes that bazooka debuffs the opponent, because you can see right here, right, that they turn purple, and there's a you know, they're glowing right here, purple right here, so that obviously means something. Yeah, so let's continue. Oh, okay. This is good. I remember I was watching this is my favorite part. This right here. Oh my goodness. Reduce chip damage during the heat state. Overall, beautiful. Good change. Overall, and decrease, or let me reread. Reduce chip damage during the heat state overall, and decrease additional chip damage when heat dash is blocked. Good. Awesome. Chip damage was ridiculous in Tekken 8. You know, currently it is right now. You basically die for blocking. That is not good. But now that they heard the community saying like, "Hey, man, fix that," they was like, "I bet." So now it's not as egregious as it was, and it's going to be a lot more bearable to deal with. But that's not my favorite part, though. Change certain characters' heat activation moves with Power Crush properties available from standing state to standard Power Crush moves. Oh my god. This right here was this made me look up in the sky and say, thank you God they changed this. This Power Crush heat engagers needed to go. They were the most abusable, scrubby, they high risk, high reward, no risk attack, busted move in the entire. Like, this shit was so abusable in this game, it was stupid. I am so glad that they're changing this. I get trying to try different things, but this was dumb. This was so abusable. This was so scrubby. Everybody was abusing this. So, you know, for the characters that had Power Crush heat engagers, yeah, you can kiss that shit goodbye. You better be, I guess you better use it while you have it now, because, oh my fucking god, I hated that. I hated those moves. You know, so Asuzena, Victor, Nina, Shaheen, Eddie, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can kiss that shit goodbye. That shit was annoying, and I thank you God that is gone. Because you got way too highly rewarded for just doing something, just saying like, no, fuck you, I don't want to block. No, fuck that. Now you have to actually, you don't get such a crazy reward. I thank you God for, thank you. That is an amazing change. Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Thank you. That is an awesome. That is, and another thing, man, that's just also healthy for the game. That's just like right now, I feel like Tekken 8 really needs to move towards healthy changes. We need to make the game a little bit more healthy, because this game is too egregious in terms of offense. It's toxic to fight these characters. I'm gonna be honest with you. And people have been getting burned out from Tekken 8. I've been getting burned out from Tekken 8. I've been playing other games. I'm playing Final Fantasy 7, the remake right now. You know, Rebirth. I think it's called Rebirth. I'm having a blast playing this game, because that's my game away from Tekken 8. I love Tekken, but like the changes need to happen. This game is burning people out left and fucking right. There's a lot of complaints. I have not been playing this game like that. My friends have not been playing this game like that. It's just annoying, man. So we need to kind of just make healthy changes and just make, you know, steer towards the right direction and make this game a little bit more fucking bearable. Because right now, like, this game is just, like when I think about it, I get stressed out sometimes. I'm like, yo, this game needs to change. This shit needs to change. But that's an amazing change. Awesome. 10 out of 10 right here. Okay, so yeah, this is the chip damage right here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. I remember where the heat dash did a good grip of damage. Yeah, look at that, man. That's a lot. So that's a good change. That's a good change that they're doing that. That did way too much damage. Oh my goodness, look at that, man. That's, oh. Thank you, God, that shit was so ridiculous. Okay, so that's her new heat engager. Oh. Oh, but hey, look at this. Look at this. You see that? She did while running 3-2, and look at that. Look at how she automatically went into stance. Okay. So basically, okay, I see. So basically, they gave Asuzena the Victor treatment. So Victor, you know how Victor players, they do while running 2, I think, yeah, while running 2 in your face into stance. They did the same thing to her. So now she's gonna now Asuzenas are gonna do while running 3-2. They're not gonna do it in your face over and over, or maybe they might, because they'll probably have options to, you know, go into stance or not if they want to. But now they're gonna play like Victor's and just do a while running move and then into stance, and then you gotta guess. I'm really not. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm really not a fan of doing a while running move into stance. Into stance, but I feel like it's just that I'm kind of tired of that formula, because they did that with a lot of characters in this game. They, you know, Victor, Asuzena now, Lydia, so boring. It's so boring. I'm tired of that formula personally. So with other new characters, I hope they don't follow this formula of running move into stance pressure. It's just kind of boring. Too many characters do this. It's just kind of tired for me, in my opinion. And also what makes this a bitch too is that when she does the while running move into your face, right, in stance, you can't really challenge that at all because unless you have like a maybe power crush, but you definitely can't dick jab because that stance automatically has low parries and high parries, right? So you can't jab and you can't dick jab in that situation. So yeah, that's gonna be a bitch. I already know that's gonna suck. That's gonna be a bitch to deal with. But that is good, man. That is such a good change. Okay, this is a big deal. Allow lateral movement toward the foreground from a crouching state. That is a big deal. That is a very big deal. If you didn't know, in Tekken 7, or not even Tekken 7, in Tekken in general, if you were forced crouch, you were not able to sidestep towards the screen. You were only able to sidestep to away from the screen. You were never able to sidestep towards the screen. But now that you're able to sidestep towards the screen now, that is a big deal because with characters that would do moves that would force crouch on you and they would check you with a mid, you weren't really able to step the mid because it tracked to that particular side. But now that you're actually able to move towards the screen now that you can move away from the mid and potentially catch your opponent slipping. So a perfect example of this off the top of my head is Law. What Law players would do is they would do, I think it says forward 1+2 or something. I don't know what the annotation is, but it's an overhead punch. It's a counter hit launcher. It's a mid. It's +3 on block. They would do that mid and it would force crouch for them or not force. I don't know if they force crouch, but I think they can decide to be crouched or not. I'm not sure, but it puts you in crouch and it puts you at -3. So what they would do is they would check you while standing 4. And they would check you while standing 4 into DSS, into stance pressure. But now that you can move towards the screen, now you can move away from the while standing 4. So now they can't abuse that flowchart anymore. And I am all for, well, it depends. Because I have to see how this affects characters in general. I want to see how this affects everyone, to be honest, in certain situations. But the perfect thing that came off the top of my head was Law. This is a nerf to Law already, just off rip, because he can't just get away with that while standing the 4 1+2 into while I think it's called Dragon Tail or some shit like that. But they're not able to abuse that flow chart anymore because now you can step away from it, or you should be able to in theory until it's tested. But we have to wait and see. But they should not be able to abuse that anymore against you now. So that is nice because that was a very basic flow chart that they like to do. It's kind of annoying that you couldn't really you kind of had to deal with that. And now that they made DSS easier for them, it's just now they actually have to think, fuck, he might be able to step. So that's a good change. Off top, I want to investigate this more and study this for myself, when this comes to fruition. But so far, this looks like a good change. Enable sidestepping with pre-input functionality. That is kind of that's interesting though, because with pre-input functionality. So I'm just that easy input. Oh, I see. So they made it easier to sidestep things now. Well, they made the input easier to come out now. So they made it more functional now. So let me see. They show. Let me see. They show an example. Yeah, this right here. So you can step mid strings now. Or they made it easier to sidestep mid strings. That's I don't know about that one. That is an interesting. I have to see. That's an interesting change. I have to look at that myself and practice more. I want to see how that really works, but you know who that's gonna hurt though? You know who that's gonna hurt off the top of my head? You know this right here? You know who that's gonna hurt? That's gonna hurt Huang. That's gonna hurt Huang because now that he can't it's since they improved the functionality of sidestepping, you can step out of his pressure probably a little bit easier now. Yeah, that might hurt Huang actually. That might hurt Huang and that might hurt Steve too. Maybe I have to see. I have to see. This is I'm just thinking. My brain's just thinking. My brain I'm just thinking practice mode and studying and just thinking about like what I need to see this shit for myself. Like I need to sit down and look. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna continue and they talk about ranked match specification changes. So implement proper matchmaking based on skill level. Good, good. That should have been in the game, to be honest. There would be times where I would hop into quick match, and I play Lars, who is a God, as you guys know, and I would literally be sitting in quick match, and I would get paired up with like fucking like literal like first dance sometimes, and I'm like, bro, what is this like? And I'm fighting this person. I'm like, clearly he doesn't know. He's a beginner. So I'm like, why are they? This is not fair. Like, so this is a welcome change. You should not be, a Tekken Emperor going against a goddamn red rank. Like that doesn't make any sense. So this is a welcome change. This should have been there in the first place. So that's good. Creative. Create a competitive and fair point system. Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's good. That's good. On paper, that sounds good. Develop an environment that maintains goals and ensures long-term enjoyment. Develop an environment that maintains goals and long-term. That's just a statement. It just sounds that's so. Okay, that just doesn't sound. That's so vague and so. What explain, please? Mitigate disparity in matchmaking. Okay. Revise the ranked match point system. Implement rank reset, adding new ranks. Okay. So I did see this on Twitter. I didn't watch the whole Tekken talk. I didn't watch everything. I didn't have time to really like tune into it, but I did see on Twitter that people were talking about, what the rank reset and the new ranks. And honestly, I'm all for it, honestly, because I hate to break it to you guys, there are some people who are in God that are not like at that level. Like God was supposed to be, the highest of the highest caliber of players, right? And you're getting your cheeks clapped by fucking, and I've seen it. You're getting your cheeks clapped by fucking Fujins. There's videos on it. I've seen it. And I fought people who are GODs and they play like fucking, Fujins. I'm like, no, bro, you're not a good, you're not a God. Like you're just not. Season 2 Tekken power is no longer used for matchmaking. Okay, that's good. That was stupid. That was like that's how they. Yeah, that was dumb. Instead, the system considers the highest rank among all characters for matchmaking purpose. Good. See, that's a good change because, like I said, my highest rank is Lars God, right? And sometimes I go into quick match and I play other characters. But the other characters I play are not a God level. They're like Emperor, maybe blue ranks. But the thing is that I have Tekken knowledge and a strong sense of fundamentals that my sub character is probably gonna beat a blue ranker's main because of the simple fact of just a stronger sense of Tekken fundamentals and Tekken knowledge. You know what I mean? So if you're at a higher level in Tekken and you're taking your sub character and you're going against a mighty ruler you're kind of you're kind of smurfing a low key, and it shouldn't be like that. You should go against people who are around your level with your sub character or whatever. It doesn't matter. You should be going against people who actually, you know, are around your rank or around your level of expertise in the game. You shouldn't be going. You shouldn't be taking your third main going against fucking battle ruler's first main and whooping his ass just because, and then because you're, oh yeah, I'm using my third. Well, bro, like it doesn't really matter because you have Tekken knowledge. He does not. He's still trying to learn. So it's not really fair. So this is a good change. That's a welcome change. Did they talk about it here? Yeah, if you're a God, you're gonna be. Yeah, here's the graph right here. If you're a God, you're gonna be a Tekken King now. When I saw that, I was like, damn, shit, that's a lot. But whatever. TGS, Tekken God, Kishin. So everybody's getting knocked down a good notch. So basically the Tekken Kings are going to be the max rank players. And if you're going, so now when season 2 drops, if you go straight into ranked, you're not fighting Tekken Kings. you're fighting, you're going to be fighting these guys. So yeah, so everybody's getting knocked down a peg, and that's fine. It's how it should be. Introducing 8 new ranks beyond God of Destruction. Implement higher promotion difficulty in these new rank tiers. So this is good. At the end of the day, it's gonna be rough, but this is a good change. Because as I said before, I do believe that like getting God was difficult. I'm not gonna tell you it was not easy for me to get, but at that being said, like it should be harder to get the max rank, because there's a lot of people that are at this rank and they're not really that rank. Let's be real. There's many examples of it. So there are levels to this shit. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. So this is a good way to kind of separate that. It should be like that. I'm gonna be real. It should be like that. So we got God level 1. They were pretty lazy with this design though. This is a pretty lazy design in my opinion. They could have made this. They could have made that way better. This is pretty lazy. Yeah, they literally just took God of Destruction, made it yellow, and added a fucking Roman numeral to it. So that's pretty lazy. But yeah, these are going to be the 8 new ranks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So that's going to be the new 8 ranks. Now, am I going to go for this? I don't know. I don't know. I am like, so with me, guys, I already told you, I feel like I'm decent at the game, but and I've been asked, Nico, why don't you participate in tournaments? It's not really my thing. I'm not really a tournament player. I'm good at the game, and I see myself as a casual, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way up here. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. The only reason I went for God in the first place was for content. That's the only reason I really did it. Because I hate ranked. It's not fun. It's fucking sweaty. And all this really does, honestly, when you get higher in rank, is that it just kind of puts a target on your back, I feel like, because if you go against somebody who's, like a lower rank or whatever, and then they beat you, hey, look, I beat a God. It's like, it really just puts a target on your back. So I really don't like ranked like that. I don't know. We'll see. I have to see the balance changes and how this all goes down before I make my mind up about this. But I don't know, man. Well, I have to see. I just have to see. Agree with this. It should be like this. It should be harder. It should be a grindy mission to climb the mountain to get this. So I'm all for this. And new feature, Ghost versus Ghost. I saw this on Twitter. I'm not really interested in this, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just Implement the new Tekken Ghost Showdown mode. Add functionality to provide instructions and evaluations to ghosts. I don't really care about this. This is just something that you can just that you can just put you can put up ghosts against your friends and say, you know, shit like, you know, my ghost is gonna beat your ghost's ass. It's like, word, say less. Like, put my ghost on your ghost right now. My shit gonna whoop your ass. You know, it's shit like that. Just like a fun little fucking talk shit. Like, you know, my ghost is gonna beat your ass. Like it's that kind of thing. Not really a big deal. Not too interesting in my opinion. Not that interested. I'm not that interested in this because I mean, if I'm just gonna, because me personally, if I'm gonna, you know, I'm not gonna say, yeah, my ghost is gonna beat you. Like, I'll just beat your ass myself. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, like that's just me personally. So I don't really give a shit about this. But yeah, this is interesting. Fucking yeah, this is interesting. Cool. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. They talk about, you know, some Tekken tournament stuff, Evo, all this other shenanigans and all these other things, right? So that's pretty much, for the most part, ghost data deletion and all learning to controls. Yeah, so that's pretty much the most interesting stuff that I found. All right, ghost says actions and nice behavior. Yeah, I don't care about this. Yeah, so that's just pretty much most of this juicy stuff that came to the Tekken talk. You know, so Power Crush Heat Engager's gone. Sidestep into the foreground, that's big. You know, they talk about character balance changes, that's coming up. We already saw some with Asuzena doing her while running move into stance. You know, so they gave her a new Heat Engager. We're getting new moves. You know, so there's things coming. Can't wait to see the balance patches. I can't wait to see who gets nerfed, who gets buffed. You know, hopefully the top tiers get hit as they should. You know, Nina, Yoshi, Dragunov, Jin. You know, hopefully the top tier characters get nerfed. You know, Law, and hopefully, you know, the low tiers get some love. You know, to some degree. I'm really not hoping for, like, I don't want them to like over buff characters. I'm really hoping they don't do anything like that. Like, please don't buff characters to the point where it's like, oh shit, now this character's fucking stupid. I'm pretty sure Lars is gonna get buffed in season 2. I have a good feeling he's gonna get buffed. But again, I want buffs in the sake of fairness. Please don't make him stupid. I don't want characters to be stupid. Just make it to where they can keep up with other characters, or make it to where they're not so outclassed or outshined, right? Because why would you pick Lars when you could pick Hwoarang? Why would you pick Lars when you could pick Dragunov? You know what I mean? Make it. I wanted to make it to where, you know, there's a little bit better of a fighting chance, and I'm not saying again. I'm not saying that you can't win with these characters. I'm just saying that it shouldn't be overtly obvious who the better pick is. You know what I mean? Like make it to where, like, really try to strive for balance. Balance is the key word. You know, and I'm glad that they're kind of going away from, yeah, we thought that this game, you know, we're kind of we were really aggressive with the offense. We're kind of dialing that back a bit now. Well, yeah, you should have done that in the first place, because honestly, aggression was not. I was so afraid when they said, yeah, you know, aggression is the word of the day with this game. We want people to be aggressive. I already knew that was going to be bad the first day I heard them say that shit. I was like, oh, Jesus. Because people were aggressive in Tekken 7. They were. You just, you know. But this just, the offense in this game is just egregious. So thankfully, they're toning that down, and they're going. It seems like they're listening. It seems like they're hearing the community, and it seems like they're taking a good step in the right direction. Yeah. So, as I said, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna go for the max rank. I really don't know. I have to wait and see the balance changes before I make up my mind. I kind of want to see what other large players, you know, the top dog large players, they're obviously gonna go for this shit. I'm curious who's gonna try to go for it, and, you know, within the large circle of who's gonna go for this, and maybe that'll help make up my mind. But god damn, if I do, this is gonna be a bitch to go for. This is gonna be hard to do. But It's all good. It's all good. But I know this video's kind of long, but hey, watch it on your lunch break, huh? So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the continued love and support. And I'll see you guys in the next Nico's World video. Be safe out there, guys. Take care.